Hi, welcome to the Book Smoke. Sorry about this. This is a reflection from my light bulbs. I can't seem to get rid of it. But I have a book haul for you today, and I have four books to show you. I have three that I bought, and I have one that I was sent for review. So I'm just going to get on with it. The first book I bought, and it is Good House, and this is by Peyton Marshall, and it has an amazing cover and a really nice spine. And yeah, I'll read you the back because this is what drew me in. This is much more interesting than what's on the inside. So I'll read you the back. It says, I have only to close my eyes and I'm back there, shivering on the grass. The fire moans and hisses like a monster. It's still feeding on the building, on the bodies of my friends, and I can do nothing but cower and hope that when the men find me, they will use a gun and not their boots and hands. I assumed that it was the end. I never thought there would be more. So this is a kid who, with a group of other kids, gets sent to this kind of like school, kind of like rehab place called the Good House, and it's a correctional facility, but it's kind of a bit darker. I'm not quite sure of the synopsis, but I mean I just read that bit on the back and it really drew me in. So I'm very excited to read this, and I think it's the first in a new series or a new trilogy. So I'm excited to check it out. The next book I was sent for review from Canongate, and it's Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. And like I said, if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I read The Humans by this author, and it became my favourite book of, I think, 2013 or 2014. It was absolutely amazing. And I was sent another book by this author to review a little while ago called Humans in A to Z. Yeah, but this book is it's what basically Matt Haig's story, because he has had a very troubled background. I'll read you the synopsis because it will make more sense. I can't explain it as well as this. So, aged 24, Matt Haig's world caved in. He could see no way to go on living. This is the true story of how he came through crisis, triumphed over an illness that almost destroyed him, and learned to live again. A moving, funny, and joyous exploration of how to live better, love better, and feel more alive. Reasons to Stay Alive is more than a memoir. It is a book about making the most of your time on Earth. And there's little quotations, and it says, I wrote this book because the oldest cliches remain the truest. Time heals. The bottom of the valley never provides the clearest view. The tunnel does have light at the end of it, even if we haven't been able to see it. Words just sometimes really can set you free. And I've heard really good things about this, and I've heard that it has the power to change people's lives, and I'm really excited to read it because I love Matt Haig, and I just think I just think it'll be a really life-changing and fascinating story. And I'm really looking forward to checking this out. And this is the press release. It's going to be released on the 5th of March in hardback. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. Mainly because it's based on his life, it's his story. And the last two books I have were really cheap. I bought them today. The first one is Elmer McCurdy, The Misadventures in Life and Afterlife of an American Outlaw. And I got this in the Works, which, if you don't know, is a shop in the UK where they sell really cheap stationery and books. And this was £1. And the synopsis says, Elmer McCurdy's life didn't add up to much. He was a hobo and a drunk. In 1911, after a spree of failed robberies, he held up the wrong train and rode away with $46 and 2 jugs of whiskey. Days later, a sheriff caught up with him and shot him dead. In death, however, McCurdy accidentally found fame. For the next 66 years, his unclaimed body was continuously reinvented for a prurient American public. From the sideshows of the Great Patterson Carnival of the 20s, through to the laugh in the dark Ghost Ride of the 70s, McCurdy's cadaver became big business. So yeah, I thought it sounded really interesting, and I've never actually heard of Elmer McCurdy, but this sounds really good. And the last book I have to show you was 50p, and it's Knifer The Truth About Life as a Killer by Ronnie Thompson. And this book has been compared to, kidulthood / adulthood and things like that. And on the back it says, from foster home to children's home to living rough on the streets, Kane never had a normal childhood. By the age of 8, he was carrying a knife. 7 years later, he was serving time for killing someone. Based on real events, ex-prison officer Ronnie Thompson tells Kane's shocking story and reveals what really happens to teenage offenders both on the streets and once they're behind bars. Prison riots, assaults on officers, rooftop protests and brutal acts of violence. This is an inside account of life in a young offenders institute and of an angry young man spiralling dangerously out of control. So yes, I've heard this is really good, and I really like this cover, and the spine is really nice as well. So yes, that is my book haul today. Let me know if you've read any of these or if you're excited to read any of them. And yeah, I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like. If you wish, you may subscribe. And I will see you again soon, very soon. Goodbye and happy reading.